Hello, Nowata. This is Marcus Scherza.
And I'm Will Maddox.
And this is our second Nowata newscast, Will. We had fun the first time, and we're having fun the second time. We got a lot more to give to you this week. We got a lot more information. And let's get started. Will, do you have anything to add?
Well, we would just like to add to help us get through our news show. If you guys could let us know what's going on around town, shoot us a message on Facebook. We respond really quick, I promise. Or if you have either of our phone numbers, we would love to get a text message or anything when there is local breaking news in Nowata County.
Absolutely.
So keep us in mind.
My phone number is area code 405-269-1616. Everybody has it, so I'm not worried about sharing it. Also, the TV station's email address is nowatatv25@yahoo.com. So you can also hit us up on KGCT, the Facebook page, and we would really like to be able to cover the news for you and keep it positive and keep it local. So, with that being said, let's go to the market report with South Coffeyville, which I should mention, I made a mistake last week and I had gotten the market report from Coffeyville instead of South Coffeyville. I was being real fast on the keyboard and I didn't realize what I was posting. But I got permission from South Coffeyville now as well. So here comes the South Coffeyville market report. Alrighty, so I need to look at the right camera. For the market report for the date of 3/8/19, which was last Friday or 2 Fridays ago.
2 Fridays ago.
2 Fridays ago. The choice steers for 300 and down went for up to $2.12. 3 to 4 weights went for $2.11. 4 to 5 weights went for $1.92. The 5 to 6 weights went to $1.83. 6 to 7 weights went for $1.63, and 700 and up went upwards towards $1.45. For choice heifers, 300 weights and down went for $1.86. 300 to 400 weights went for $1.79. 4 to 5 weights went for $1.70. 500 to 600 weights went for $1.62. 6 to 7 weights went for $1.47, and 700 and up went for $1.34. Cow pairs went for upwards to $15.85. Bred stock cows went for $14.25. High dressing cows went up to 70 cents per pound. Utility and commercial for 56 cents a pound. Canner and cutters went for 50 cents a pound. And high yielding bulls went up to 88 cents per pound. And low yielding bulls went from 7 and back. The other thing, while we're on the market report, the other thing that I would like to bring up at this time is a garden class that is at the OSU County Extension on the second Tuesday of each month. That goes along with our market report. Up next, we have the weather.
Alrighty, y'all. So looking like a great week ahead of us here in Nowata County. Tuesday with a high of 68 and a little bit of chance of the showers that evening. But back to the clear skies later on in the week, with the rain heading into Nowata County Saturday and Sunday with big chances there. So if you're headed out anywhere this weekend, make sure to bring your umbrella.
Alrighty, I got a little bit ahead of myself, but the garden report, the garden class that I was plugging previously does go. We were originally calling the segment the Ag Report, and we're just decided to call it the Market Report. This is something that we're kind of growing into learning, so bear with us. We're having a lot of fun, and we're getting better and better as we go. But another addition, last week I was reading off very clumsily the gardening tips, and I'm probably not the perfect person to be giving garden tips, but I was using a little info packet. If you're on the OSU mailing list, you can get a whole thing full of tips and when to plant what and everything, and that's great and all, but I decided, you know, it's just as easy to go up to OSU County Extension and talk to Bruce Peverly, which I did earlier in the week, and he had this garden tip for us.
The tip of the week is big thought I have is let's don't forget we still have time to soil test. And gardens, whether they be flower garden or your vegetable garden, it's really important that at least once in one year every one go ahead and soil test, and that soil test will be good for 3 years. Primarily what we're looking for soil test is to find out what the pH of the soil is, its nitrogen level, phosphorus, and potassium levels, and then we can amend those as needed to by various crops that you have. The importance of this is that some crops respond much better to certain levels of pH. They have different needs as a way of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. So making sure we have those, amending the soils can be very important in success of having of the garden. Now we do a test here that to get pH, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium results. That's a $10 test. The best way to take a soil test is come by the office, and we have soil probe you can borrow, which works very easily. Or you can just take a shovel, clean plastic bucket, make a wedge cut into the soil 5 to 6 inches deep. Take that wedge out, grab the bottom handful and throw it in the bucket. Repeat that across the site approximately 10 times. Then take all the soil in the bucket, mix it together like you're mixing cake, and then bring us ideally a pint of that soil, time of that mixture, and we can send that to OSU where it will be analyzed. Once we get the results back, we'll give you a report on how to do it. Of course, you can always question us on any of those issues that we get in from the soil test. We have several other tests we can do for you, where we can get into secondary micronutrients or even measure organic matter. But soil testing is the first start to have a successful garden. Many times it'll give us clues as to why we aren't getting production like we would like. But very important step. We still have time to do that. So getting garden test done early or now doesn't make any difference. We can still have good results.
Alrighty, that is Bruce. Thank you, Bruce. We probably will be going up and visiting with him once a week and giving us a garden tip. As the weather changes, the Farmer's Almanac will tell us what needs to be planted, but it'll also have to do with the weather, temperature, how much moisture, how much rain we've got, and all that kind of stuff. So I think it's more pertinent for us to go up and visit with Bruce and he give us a lot more in detail in Nowata what the temperature is like. I think it will help us a lot better for farmers and the hobby gardeners and stuff. So we thank Bruce and OSU County Extension. We're going to go to the news now. First thing, this segment is last week in Nowata. However, I have a thing that I want to tell Nowata. Jerry from the water plant wanted to make sure that we got it on the news that tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday, that there will be low water pressure and possibly brown water. They are doing some maintenance. I mentioned this last week on the news that they were replacing 2 of the pumps, 2 of the 4, which are very expensive, but they had mentioned that at the city council meeting, and they are going to be replacing those, and so you may have some murky water and low water pressure, but that supposedly by Thursday hopefully will be cleared up, so we appreciate your patience. He just wanted to make sure that everybody knew that they are working on the reservoir and it will clear up after Tuesday and Tuesday and Wednesday. We are filming this on a Monday night, and so therefore there were some happenings in Nowata.
There sure were.
So We have some a clip that our friend Doug with the KGCT picked up for us. So let's throw you over to that clip right now.
KGCT was in Judge Carl Gibson's courtroom at 1 p.m. and witnessed Judge Gibson directly ask Sheriff Barnett if she had complied with his order to return prisoners to the Nowata County Jail. Sheriff Barnett protested, telling the judge she had resigned at 11 a.m. despite having told KGCT shortly after noon that she had not resigned. Judge Gibson refused to accept her resignation as an answer to his question and entered into the record that he took her response as a no. She had not complied with his order to return prisoners. Judge Gibson set an additional hearing for 9 a.m. Tuesday morning to further resolve this matter.
With deep regret, today I am tendering my resignation letter as your sheriff of Nowata County. This was done at 11 hours today. I have been informed by Judge Gibson that he is going to mandate me to bring prisoners back to the Nowata County Jail today or be held in contempt of court. I cannot do so in good conscience for the following reasons. The conditions of the jail is such that it does not comply with constitutional standards. The fire alarm system as mandated by the fire marshal is not in place. The cause of the carbon monoxide issue, which required 4 employees to go to the emergency room on 2/28/19 has not been determined. The carbon monoxide level was an 18 when tested by the Nowata Fire Department. Lethal level is 20. The wiring for electricity is exposed in shower areas and throughout the jail, and inmates have been actually shot while taking a shower. The inmates also have access to electrical outlets, which has also shocked inmates. There is mold throughout the jail, and offices exposing both prisoners and employees to a hazardous condition. The plumbing facilities are improper. The sewer lines were not installed properly, and methane gases on occasion permeate the jail. There was an episode of the snake falling on the head of the prisoner opening a door in the jail. The jail is inadequately budgeted. We have a bare minimum staff and is inadequate, and I informed the commissioners of this on Monday during the last week of February.
Alrighty, so that was Sheriff Terry Sue Barnett with some serious stuff going on in Nowata today. Now, there were some other allegations that were being thrown around too, some bribery and some other things. So we are going to be in the courtroom tomorrow when court adjourns, or reconvenes, at 9 o'clock. So we should give you a good update tomorrow with some, hopefully, other news that's going to be going on there at the sheriff's office. So I know that was this week. That was Monday that was happening this week. So I know last week you visited with the Hertz donut truck that paid a visit to town.
On lighter news, on much lighter news, yeah. Colleen Park from Napa Auto Parts seen a Facebook post from Hertz Donut out of Tulsa, and they were asking where they should come in Nowata, and she offered the parking lot next to the Napa Auto Parts, and let me show you what we got.
Hey guys, my name is Marcus Sherson, and I'm here with KGCT, Channel 25. I'm here with Chris Shepers of Hertz Donuts. I guess that's where the joke comes from, right?
Right, yeah. It was not a trademark. So we jumped on board.
I heard that joke like 15 years ago as a youth in the youth group said that. That's hilarious. I've never seen this kind of the business starting. I know where that.
Yeah, absolutely. We've trademarked now, so tell the joke, you only 50 cents. So 25% of that will be charity, of course. Just kidding.
Well, tell us a little bit about what you're doing up here.
Once a week, every Thursday, we like to shoot out into local communities that surround Tulsa. We got 30 minutes to an hour and a half outside of town. We'll come in, set up shop at noon, and then we'll start selling donuts. Sometimes it takes us 45 minutes. Sometimes 3 hours. We stay until we're sold out. And then if we can't sell out, we'll try to find a food pantry, a food bank where we'll drop off whatever we haven't sold. That way we can kind of try to give back when we can. So.
Well, if I understand it right, you had put out a social media post and then Colleen Park of Napa.
Right, yeah, Colleen, we every Monday we put out a Facebook post saying, hey, we're coming to Nowata. Where does everyone think we should set up? And we just kind of take votes and look in and see what places work out. Colleen over at Napa was kind enough to Auto Parts was kind enough to let us use the parking lot. It worked out really great. Having a filters, by the way. Hint. Yeah, it's great. Good location down right in the heart of Nowata. Feeling. It's been good.
So you guys did well. If I math's correct, you sold out 42 minutes.
42 minutes. Not the record, but we brought 80 dozen donuts. We brought 40 maple bacon bars, 20 apple fritters, 20 cinnamon rolls. And it was gone in 42 minutes. Quick one.
That's awesome. Well, sir, I sure appreciate you.
We appreciate you guys.
Come back and hang out with us sometime.
Yeah, we'll be back in the near future.
Right.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Alrighty. So that was the Hertz Donut visiting Nowata. That was the biggest news up until today.
Yeah, that's right. I did get a taste of one of those donuts too, and I was pretty satisfied, I will say. It was a sugar rush, but it was definitely appetite fulfilling.
The last 7 years I've been teaching health and wellness, and I'm not ashamed to say I had the bacon crumble donut. It was delicious. So, did we have another news clip?
Yes, we sure did. This will be the third week in a row that we have gone out and got a little bit of drone footage of the Verdigris River Bridge building. So I've yet to track down the construction crew and the managers and stuff. I'm going to do that and get an interview or two with them. But this is a good little update, or the videos for the people that usually commute on Highway 60 from anywhere east of town out there to Nowata. So
I know a lot of people are looking forward to this being done. So what are we seeing here, Will?
So this is coming from the west, just flying back over, and then now it's looking back to the north there. It looks, we definitely pointed out that on this east side of the road here that they've been filling that in over there is what it seems to be looking like. Now that could be stuff that's washed up there that we just haven't got down in, but it's coming right along, that's for sure. So every week that Haley and I step out there and get a little recording of it, something seems to be done. So it should be going pretty quick, but I know it seems really slow to a lot of people around town.
There's plenty of people that just can't wait to turn their 30-minute commute back into a 15-minute commute. That's a great segment. I love that. That is something that is important to Nowata, and other things that are going on, please let us know about. These are the things that are important to you, they're important to us, and we would love to report on them for you. Last thing we got, Will, is the community calendar. What's up in Nowata County next week?
I don't have anything for next week. Okay, so now not so much of next week, but April 9th, there will be a bunco night there at the Nowata City County Library. Like I said, April 9th. Doors open at 6 and the game start at 7. Tickets will be $20. So no prior experience is necessary. They'll be explaining how to play the game prior to it starting. And there will be a prize for each round and door prizes. So you're welcome to bring wine to the event, so BYOW, and come on early and have a snack and a glass of wine. All the proceeds will be hosted by the Lockheed Con, and all the proceeds will go to the Nowata City County Library, the Historical Society there in Nowata, and the Nowata Boys and Girls Club.
Fantastic. There are things, if you look hard enough, there are things to do in Nowata. That's one of the things that I was kind of brought up in high school. You're too young to remember Coach Burgess.
Yeah, I've heard some stories.
You've heard some stories about Coach Burgess. I know a lot of you guys out there know who Coach Burgess is, but he said a lot of things. But one of the things that always stuck with me and actually drove me to go ahead and decide to get my degree in psychology eventually was my psychology teacher, Coach Burgess, who always said, something to do, someplace to go, and someone to do it with is the key to happiness. So I thoroughly believe in that. And in Nowata, there are things going on if you just look hard enough. And that Bunko night put on by, is it Lockheed Con?
Yes.
Yes. My Aunt Vicky Cowan brought that to my attention, so thank you, Vicky. So another thing coming up, now this isn't this current week, but the coming up in April, there's an important 2 dates. There's a couple things going on simultaneously. Free dump days on April 12th and the 13th, 8 a.m. till noon. And my understanding is that it's open till noon as long as it doesn't fill up.
Yep.
And
I've
if it fills up,
in quite a few of the dump days, and it does go pretty quick. So
if you've noticed around town, they have cleaned up a lot of houses. They've spent a lot of money knocking down some of these old abandoned houses that are just A, eyesores, and B, are not safe.
Yep.
And so the dump days, and then another thing is the citywide cleanup, which is a little bit different. My understanding, again, I believe we're meeting at Spikes Park. I'm not sure exactly on the time. I want to say 8 or 9 o'clock. I will confirm that probably tomorrow morning whenever I do my morning update. But then a third thing on top of that, something else that Nowata Can is doing, Crystal Blagg with the opioid prevention grant is doing a med take back, and she generally does a sharps take back. So if you do diabetes, do the insulin shots and diabetes, you can also bring your sharps up. Again, I will confirm that at a later date, but that's the way I remember it. So April 12th and 13th is a big day to do some spring cleaning. Spring is in the air. The allergies are killing me if you haven't noticed. But it's going to be a day that we can really start refreshing Nowata, and let's start the year out on a positive foot. Another plug that I want to make is, while we're on the Nowata Can subject, is May through September from 4 to 6 every Wednesday is the farmers market, and we are still looking for vendors. And a vendor can sell eggs, a vendor can sell fresh produce. If there's a milk, as long as it's got the right certifications and stuff. I'm sure there's other things behind that. But we would love to have you. We're hoping to expand on a little bit more this year. We're going to have a little bit more help out there. And so we're going to have a good time. We'll probably make it kind of like a tailgating atmosphere. Bring the kids. There'll be some things to do, and it'll get bigger and better as we go along, especially with your participation. Another thing, today, I get to plug this because this is my day job. But today, 3 of us from Nowata Can went out and we opened up the community garden. We started cleaning up. We have 5 beds cleaned up, and I want to throw a little shout out to Ranch Supply. Kelly Breach gave me a big box full of seeds that he wanted to give to a nonprofit organization, and he definitely, if there was an opportunity to get some kids who were interested in planting stuff. So we planted 5 beds. I think we planted carrots, radishes, some red cabbage, and some lettuce. But thank you, Ranch Supply. Thank you, Kelly Breach. If there are any kids out there that are interested in growing stuff in the garden and they need a little start, please come up and give me a shout. Call up to Nowata Can at 273-1500. We are more than happy to get kids interested in gardening. And if you're interested in a gardening spot, please, again, call 273-1500, and we'll get you hooked up with a garden bed.
Yeah, you did some cleaning up around there today, too.
Yeah.
The pictures I saw looked like a drastic improvement.
Yeah.
And I even took a drive by there. I did. It looked really good out there.
A really big thing that everybody is really interested in is the blackberries along that western fence. the blackberries. The ladies cleaned that up while I was planting the beds. So it's going to be gorgeous. If you don't know where the community garden is, it is just west of the fair building. And we are more than happy to have you come out and learn a little bit about gardening. And if nobody's up there, you're more than welcome to go in and check things out, take care of it. But that is for the community, and I can't stress enough how much we want you guys to be involved in it. So call us 1-800-273-1500. We're not starting over. I'm not stopping at this point. So, anyways, that is our news for March 17th through the end of this week. But thanks for joining us.
I'm Will Maddox.
And I'm Marcus Scherzer. We'll see you next week.